What's going on, family? This your boy, Brandon Scott, the Faithful Matchmaker. I am sitting here with Casey J.
That's a very long pause.
Right, I had to, make sure people know. Right, because Casey, they might have got confused. But Casey J, they're like, oh.
It's a boy name. It's I'm a girl.
So she's like your sister, your prayer partner you wish you had, you know what I mean? All of that. Casey.
That's a lot of faith in me, man.
Yeah. We just happy to have you tonight.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
She just rocked the stage and really just ushered in the word for us into our hearts. And I want to ask you about that. One of your songs, you talk about bringing it from your heart to your mouth.
So this is a running joke.
Okay, all right.
Every single place I go, they ask about that song.
Right.
I've had people aggressively ask,
why
you ain't singing? Sorry, the song is Journal that he's referencing. Yeah, so that song actually, it came from a conversation that I was having with someone who was just talking about how we have journals, or we have, ways that we keep track. And a lot of times we're lying to ourselves even in that.
Right.
So you'll be like, my day was wonderful.
Right.
Like, what are you lying for? And I realized like that is a pervasive thing even in our thought process. Yeah. And so that song was an honest truth of where I was. It was right before I decided to do ministry full time. And I was like, God, you probably want to choose somebody else.
Right. No, you didn't.
No, you sure? You all right? But I think we all have that feeling.
Absolutely.
And if we're not careful, that can start to become our inner dialogue. Yeah. And we'll start to live in the way that we speak to ourselves. So that song just talks about having the word of God affirm who we are. Right. And to really compensate for sometimes some of the things that we think and that have become rooted in our hearts. Sure. And that starts to govern our behavior.
Govern our behavior. Oh. So just tell our audience, I know there's a lot of artists out there who just have this like burning desire in their heart to just minister for God. Tell them about the transition to give some tips or advice that really help you make that transition to really just go all in.
I think honestly the way to get to wherever God wants you to be, and this question always makes me a little uneasy because I think sometimes we put some type of greater weight on ministry that is not local. Right. Like if everybody going to the nations, like who at the church down the street is what I want to know. And I don't believe that there's any less honor in local ministry. And I think somehow we have to start changing that dialogue period where there is not, well, I'm just built for the nations. Like some of us are built for the local church, and I believe that I am as well. And it's an honor to serve here. So I think that the idea is, if you feel like you're called to ministry on whatever platform, that you serve your way there. Okay. And for some of us, serving does not come. For me, it doesn't come as naturally. Like I really have to be like, God, teach me how to serve. And that was a long, years process,
journey,
before I ever got a platform.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it started with God said, start taking water to the band. I kid you not. And I was
water to the band.
How about I not? You want something else? How about another plan?
What kind of water was it? Was it
we was rocking with Dasani.
Dasani, okay. So you get good water. Okay.
No, I just started serving the band, and at first it just started with me bringing them water and them looking at me weird and me looking at me weird. And then it started to be me checking on them, me caring about who they were, not what they did. To the point that now I start to develop relationships, and I realize that when you serve people, number one, they know your heart. So even if something comes out wrong, or even if there's a misunderstanding, when you serve people, they always know your heart. And so they'll always give you the benefit of the doubt.
Absolutely.
And then you're able to do more than just ministry or just work or just this. So I tell anyone who has a desire to really serve your way there. And if you're still working for the platform, you're not there yet. Because when you get there, the platform won't even matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I gotta talk about your song "All of Me."
Yes, I'm yours.
So
"All of Me" is John Legend's song, and y'all gonna have him sue me. The song.
Sorry, John. We love you.
We love you, John. I did not write this. I know what song is
John,
called.
we're just ordinary people. Please.
Listen. I know you got a baby and stuff. I'm sorry.
We're not trying to cause confusion. We just pray for you. So that song, when I first heard it, so I'm a professional matchmaker, and I'm a Christian.
I heard you say that. What does that mean?
So I work with people
to find booze.
Yes.
I thought that's what you meant. That I was like, maybe you meant matching people with Jesus.
Yes.
maybe I was too like carnal. I got it. Yeah. Carry on.
So that song resonated with me in a different way because you know where I'm going. No, you kind of
my band used to body roll to the song. Yeah. Y'all is not saying
right.
All of it. Yeah.
Well, no, I thought of it from an aspect of when you tell someone that I'm yours. We do that in the marriage process.
Yeah.
But the first process that we have to do that is really with God. Like,
absolutely.
And giving ourselves completely to Him, and then we're available. Because I tell you all the time, it's a lot of singles. You can like trip on a single, but people
don't trip on them.
Yeah, don't trip on them though. But
I got you.
Sorry, singles out there. I'm apologizing to everybody today, right?
Yeah, we got y'all legend and singles. We sorry.
But I think what I'm saying is, you get a lot of people who are not available.
Yeah.
You know, emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
Yeah.
So just speak to that song from that aspect of that to that single person who maybe has given all of them to
a lot of places. Yeah,
you know,
trying to collect the pieces. I get it,
and to center it back into really making that step to give it to God.
I think one thing I've realized is like the easiest way, and maybe I heard Dr. Phil say this, not that he's a preacher, but he says good stuff. Right. It's like the best way.
He's a great accent too. Yeah, thanks, Dr. Phil.
We got everybody. The best way to determine future behaviors by past behavior.
Correct.
And so for me, even in my life, I'm not married yet, but in my life I understand that.
Hold on, fellas.
Oh no! Don't hear that. In my life I understand. No! I don't need your services. Everybody's all right. Everybody's
right.
No, I think a lot of times we're just repeating whatever behavior we've done the most of.
Sure.
So if you've done the most of giving yourself to places that are not worthy of your gifting or worthy of what you have to offer, then even when the right person comes along, you're just repeating the same bad behavior. So I think that there is a way, because I think sometimes we think like once I've done this, like I'm done, I just got to get whoever comes. And it's not that. It's doing the behavior so many times the right way that when the right person comes, you're able to understand that. And I think the right way is saying, God, teach me how to love in the same way that you love me. And that takes time.
Right.
You're not going to pray that prayer on Tuesday and find blue on Wednesday and be married on Thursday. It's just not going to happen like that. Because whatever behavior you've done the most is the most pervasive behavior you have.
Sure.
So you're going to continue to do it. So I think for me, even in that song, like it just says that where I am right now belongs to you. And I think that's the same concept that we have inside of marriage, that we marry people where they are, not saying I'm gonna change you. Like I don't want to be in that type of in that type of covenant.
That's unhealthy.
Yeah, I want someone to care for me where I am and then help me grow to where I'm supposed to grow with. But I don't understand that model if I've never done it with Christ.
Sure. And a lot of times what ends up happening too, we don't understand that our partner is connected to our purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what people, they marry people and they're like, oh, they're nice and kind and sweet and all that kind of stuff.
It's a lot of kind people.
But God is like, I want to take you there. So you have to marry that person because I'm trying to do something.
And I think you have to be aware of your purpose though. Like one thing I tell people is I think that your purpose has to get to a certain place of manifestation before you can partner with somebody else. So perfect example is for me, 3 years ago I was in a classroom teaching full time. And the same man that wants to marry a teacher may not necessarily be able to partner with someone who does ministry full time that's gone 100 and some odd days out of the year. And so if I would have in that same place been like, oh, he's nice, he's cute, he's whatever, I would have sold somebody something that I can never deliver on. So I think like purpose, not only you have to know it, but it actually has to grow to a certain place before you can genuinely partner with somebody else. Because if not, you won't know what to say yes and no to.
So this week has been about passion. So I've always said when your passion meets your purpose, you find your path. Okay. So what do you feel like is next for Casey? Casey J.
The J is here and there. My mama gave it to me.
Thanks, Mom. We love it.
Well, yeah, she was here tonight. For me, honestly, I'm always going to be a teacher. I'm a teacher at heart. It's the way I lead worship. It's the way I choose to serve. I'm really, really, really passionate about bringing worship that's cross-cultural and cross-generational. Okay. For the past probably 2 years, I've been doing something called pop-up worship. Which is going to parks and doing just worship outdoors.
You did a bonfire too, I heard, right?
I'm trying to get the bonfire together. So
we gotta get the bonfire.
I know. I just need somebody with a yard that won't mind having a couple hundred people.
I got some people. I know.
You got some people with a yard.
Yeah.
Like literally, we try.
They got the little thing, the little fire.
The little jar. Yeah. So that's really where I am right now. and then trying to take that experience and bring it to, I think there's a hunger and we don't necessarily know how to fill it.
Right.
And especially in like, ooh, earring took a trip. Especially in like this sort of technology driven world. It's like cell phone. And what I feel like I really want to think about is, what are the gatherings when we're not capturing it, we're just there.
Right.
Like, we're not trying to be like, I was there. Like, you're literally there.
In it.
Yeah. So I'm trying to really work with a team of mine to help develop those types of experiences and take them around. So
anybody who hasn't seen a KCJ concert, you know, worship, it's really worship. If you're somebody who wants to worship, this is someone that you need to come out and support and see. Cool, man. She has some great projects that you can download. Yeah, don't take it. We're gonna pay for it. Hallelujah. All right. But just tell that person, when they walk away from a KCJ concert experience, you know, what would you like for them to receive? There's so much onus. I don't think it's a KCJ experience. I think it is a Jesus experience that we happen to be a part of. Right. No, like, I'm all for corporate worship. So if for me, if I'm inside of any type of space, any type of gathering, and people watch me the whole time, I'm not doing what I'm called to do. Okay. So there should be a song on your lips when you leave. Right. It can be one that I wrote. It can be one that you made up. That does not matter to me. Because the idea is that most people don't have a worship leader at their house. Right. And so we have these experiences where we're just so charged and so, you know, fulfilled. Right. And then we walk out and life is on the other side of that door. So what are you taking there? Right. And so we don't do something, or you have something in your heart or your tool, I call it your toolbox, to take with you into real life, then we just meet, and we can be meeting anywhere. Be at the pizza joint, like anywhere. There's no substance to it. So for me, my hope and my prayer every single time, whether it's for one person or thousands of people, is that people walk away with such a hunger to offer what they have to God, not necessarily to receive all the time, but to really give. And there's synergy there. This church here is really big on the nuns, people who call themselves spiritual, but they don't really want to go to church, or that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And there's different levels of that. So we have a hunger and a thirst to reach those folks, to love on them, and sometimes that may be uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't know where we got this idea that Christ was for the elite. Right. Like, there's this like special group of magical, perfect people, and Jesus reveals himself, and like God has really been like beating in my head that like Christ is for the hungry. Yeah. That's right. And we can't assume that just because they choose not to be fed at our four corners and our four walls that they're not hungry. Right. That's not the same thing, because there's people that are not hungry that are in here every Sunday. Absolutely. Or every Saturday, every Wednesday, every day is open. That doesn't mean that there's a hunger. So for me, God has really charged me, like, go to where the hungry people are. Okay. And that isn't always church. All right. So on a real fun, lighthearted thing, we'll get out of here. What's up? All right, we're going to do a 30 seconds quick answer. 30 seconds quick answer. Don't ask me nothing weird now. No, it's all fun. I can't fight. Coffee or tea? Tea. Okay. Hot tea only. Cold tea tastes like you licking a tree bark. Okay, all right. Like, you can taste the leaves. I don't know. Right, so no sweet tea? Neither here nor there. No. And don't do me. Yes, I am. Okay. I am from Georgia, and I do not like sweet tea. Jeans or dresses? Oh, jeans. Jeans? Oh, yeah. All day? Every day. Okay. Oh. Heels or sneakers? Boots, apparently. Okay. All right, Oxford situation. She tried to mix it up. She tried to mix it in. She tried to have the hybrid apparel, right? So y'all, we appreciate KCJ for joining us today and just blessing everybody. Please do support her. Wherever she goes, pray for her. Lift her name up, her ministry up, so that she can continue to bless the world and be a vessel and share Christ. All right? Peace. See you.